Welcome to 8 Pillars of Building a Personal Brand. My name is Sue Bryce and I am a personal brand. I'm a content curator, I'm a photographer of 35 years, and for the last 14 years I have been educating creative solopreneurs. I help people build powerful personal brands, monetize and find their self-value. So your brand is your face value. Your business is the equal exchange of that value, and your marketing, well, that's the compelling story that sells it. So let me show you the 7 big pillars you need to build a successful personal brand and the connection to you in each of those areas. You know, building a brand is a journey of self-discovery. This journey changed my life exponentially. But before I unfold the real you and the business that you are creating, first, let's look at the structure of business for a personal brand. I've been self-employed for 24 years and I've been coaching for 14 years. I have coached tens of thousands of creatives through my business system because my greatest passion is showing you how to find that true path, that self-value, but mostly it's monetizing. You know, I want you to download this workbook. If you're starting a personal brand, use this as a step-by-step workbook. If you've started a personal brand but it's not connecting yet, use it as a checklist or a guide. You know, walk through all of these steps and just see where and what areas you need to empower. Now, I teach in actionable bullet points. Step by step is the only way, because as you start to grow each area of this business, you will grow. Your income will grow, your stress will grow, and everything will change. But that's why it's a transformational journey. You know, you are becoming your own boss, so it's time to build a brand that actually works for you and the life you want. Personal brands are the future. Some of my coaching clients now include doctors, dentists, creatives. I even have a female plumber. Anyone with a forward-facing brand now can be a personal brand. I need you to answer a few questions to get clarity on whether this is the right path for you. So answer me this. Can you name the baby? Are you struggling to name this new brand? Are you trying to call it a company brand? Are you trying to call it your name? Let me ask you some very important questions. Do you want to build a personal brand or a company brand? Do you plan on selling or franchising this brand? If the answer is yes, you're building a company brand. But please note, you can license your name. If you do license your name, you may not be able to use that name moving forward. So these are really important questions to consider. Do you plan on having business partners or bringing other people in to your brand? If you do, you are a company brand. Do you plan on being an 8-figure company? That is $10 million. Now, this advice was given to me many years ago. Many people can build a personal brand up to $2 million, but there are not many people that can build a company brand of 10 million plus. So the moment a personal brand gets to around the $1 million mark, there has to be a team and a growth structure around that person. It never happens, well, it very rarely happens without that growth structure and that team. And that's why personal brands usually make around 6 to 7-figure incomes. So if you can define right now what that future looks like for you, and yes, personal brands can get right up there, but like mine, even though it was still called my name, I was connected to 3 powerhouse business partners that were focused on strategy, sales, and growth, while I focused on clients and content. So yes, in order to take that next step, I needed to build that system around me. The ultimate success, they say now, is when you get a personal brand and a company brand and you put them together. So if you are a personal brand and you join with a company brand, that's because people don't follow brands, they follow people. Or if you build a company brand, consider keeping your profile, your presence, your energy and your story in alignment so that you also exist as not only the creator of this brand, but a personal brand within a company brand. So that is the ultimate. You either are the person in the brand or you are the person and the brand. Either way, you are a personal brand. Two great examples of a personal brand and a company brand collectively working together would be Apple and Steve Jobs, or Jordan and Nike. Maybe you don't follow Nike, or maybe you follow Nike because of Jordan, because we don't follow brands, we follow people. So the goal with company brands is to personalize them. If you have a company brand already and you want a personal brand, be the person in the brand. Define yourself as a personal brand also. I've been a photographer for 35 years. The first 14, 15 years, I suffered extreme imposter syndrome, even when I went out on my own. And even though I was paid as a full-time photographer, to me, it was my job. And only after being out on my own for about 3 or 4 years did I realize that I spent the most crucial selling years and brand building years afraid to actually put myself out there as a personal brand. I tried everything to create a company brand because I did not want to be in the spotlight. Are you doing that? But I am here to tell you, when I finally stepped reluctantly into the spotlight in my brand, everything in my world and business changed. I found my confidence, I found great success, more opportunities, my true path illuminated, I started to flow creatively, and that activated an abundant income, and I worked on my money energy and my old programming. You know, most of my students to this day still say that putting yourself out there is hard, and it is. Breaking through selling and a fear of failing and imposter syndrome were the biggest hurdles in moving through these steps. But once you do, once you move through them, you don't go back. So it's really only scary for a short time. If you're building a personal brand, you are the brand. You are the face. You are the voice. You are the purpose. You are the energy. And it's time to stop hiding. So pillar number 1 is brand. Your brand is your face value. That's all. It's not your identity, even though it feels like it is. It's your brand identity. It's your face value. Get clarity. That's what you need right now, is clarity. I want you to know who you are and know what you want. If you don't know those two things, you can't create this brand. How do you want to star in this brand, and what is your mode of expression? So this really comes down to confronting our identity right now, because that's what imposter syndrome is. I want you to download the 3x3 challenge. This is who I am, what I do, and who I do it for. It sounds so simple. But I don't want you to write a generic 3x3. I want you to write it and then rewrite it and rewrite it and rewrite it until it makes you tremble, until it gives you goosebumps all over your body, because you know it is the ultimate truth. Do this challenge. Don't take this lightly. This is going to come with so much self-discovery, and it's going to bring you so much confidence when you finally work out who you are, what you want, what you do, and who you do it for. And you can say that succinctly, quickly. You can say it with confidence. It just rolls off your tongue. I have always said that the solution to imposter syndrome is mastery, because no one can take mastery away from you. You know, that simple phrase is how I built a successful business without even finishing high school. I realized I had mastered a skill that people found valuable, and that made me valuable. You know, here's what you're going to find out about me. Don't wait for someone else to tell you you are valuable. They won't. Work with value, charge with value, serve with value, negotiate with value, add more value, and don't stop asking for equal exchange of value. See yourself as more, in order to ask for more. So the naming of your business and the naming of yourself. Let's talk about nouns and verbs. We get cottonmouth saying our new identity. 10, 13 years as a photographer full time, I couldn't say I was a professional photographer because I had no tertiary education, no school education, no business education. Who was I to say that I'm self-employed? Who was I to say that I'm freelance? I couldn't even say that I was an artist back then. I just felt like a fraud. But here's the thing, when you put the noun on you, I'm an artist, I'm a creator, I'm a maker, I mastered my craft, I'm a podcaster. It sounds so inauthentic. Take it to the verb of doing. If somebody says, what have you been up to lately? Say, actually, I'm making and selling my art. Then you're an artist, right? If somebody says, what have you been working on? Say, oh, actually, I've been creating content for this industry, for these people. Oh, I'm a maker. Yes, I've been making ... Oh, I'm crafting right now and selling my craft. Oh, right now I am mastering my craft. I'm podcasting. I'm broadcasting. The next question is, tell me more about that. We get so stuck on who we are, like name the noun of who we are and what we're doing, instead of telling people what we are doing when we're most lit up, when we're most creative. If you start speaking, tell people I've been presenting. If you want to be an instructor, tell people I've been instructing. If you want to be a teacher, tell people you've been teaching. If you want to be an educator, tell them you've been developing education. If you want to be a designer, tell them you've been designing for brands. That's how it works. Photographer, coach, mentor, filmmaker, industry leader, brand ambassador, affiliate, writer, illustrator, storyteller, motivational speaker, social media creator, performer, composer, entertainer, blogger, vlogger, systems creator, content curator, marketing maven, wood witch, cult leader. Come on, find your words. This is how you define who you are. The reason you're struggling to say it is because you feel like an imposter. Once you work out what your nouns and your verbs are, you can just say them. You can own them in confidence. Manifestation is confirm, declare, demonstrate, and embody. Confirm it, declare it, demonstrate it by actually doing it, and then embody these verbs and these nouns. Embody them, so this is what you are becoming. There is not a clearer path to becoming than those 4 steps. Get clarity about who you are and what you really want. Welcome to the monsters. The first ones you're going to find are the rejection monsters, because when it comes to putting our brand and our face out there, the rejection monsters are going to pop up first. They're going to say things like, hello, you have imposter syndrome. They're going to say things like, you can't because, insert an excuse. They're going to say, you're not good enough to do this. They're going to say, what if you fail? They're going to say, what if they reject you? And you are going to experience all of those things. So listen to me. Fear stays in the back seat, and it cautions you always. Fear keeps you safe, but fear does not drive or make decisions. This negative voice, these monsters, will stop you from moving forward. But you need to learn this is your voice, and it's in your head. So you can overcome all of those monsters by changing the way you think and speak about yourself and your brand. Pillar number 2 is product of value. Create a product of value. Most businesses are structured around a physical product and a physical service. And then as online businesses developed, now we also offer digital products and digital services. So out of those 4 big revenue streams, the digital products is the only one that does not trade money for time. All right? I call these make money while you sleep products. You could argue that choosing one of those revenue streams and staying in your lane is the path to the top of that field. And yes, mastering any craft or skill will get you noticed in your industry. But now with a personal brand, you can open all 4 of these revenue streams into your business by creating content and products that go into all of them. The 4 revenue streams, I call them 4 taps. And if you think about it, these are taps to wealth. If you make a physical product and it's selling just a little bit, you've got 1 tap on and it's dribbling. Okay? Once you get your product selling, that tap is turned on. If you create a product in all 4 revenue streams, you turn on 4 taps into your business. So right now, do you offer a physical service? That's hands-on service. You have to go there or they have to come to you. Do you offer a digital service? So you do this online. Do you offer physical products, something that you make or distribute or manufacture and deliver to people? And do you offer digital products? That is your make money while you sleep products. I want you to turn on all of those taps. So a good example is I've been a photographer for 35 years. So I'm a portrait photographer and I'm a personal branding photographer. I'm also a content curator. And as my industry name grew, as I became a leader in my industry, I became a product and brand ambassador. I'm an industry leader and I'm a speaker, a presenter, and an instructor. I design merchandise in my business. I create coaching tracks. I'm a podcaster and a broadcaster. I'm also an award-winning creative photographer and an artist. And all of these things are simply things I have mastered in the last 35 years. And none of them is my identity. These are the skills I have. I am someone who offers these services. These services are valuable. When you create your personal brand, you need to know, you need clarity on who you are. So when you can't find that clarity and you saying it and it sounds like an imposter, it's because you don't have clarity. You need to find the value. You need to be able to speak with value about you, your brand, your products, what you make, create, and sell. Speaking content is a product, and that means as a speaker, you are a product. I have to ask you, do you love right now what you make, what you create, and what you sell? Do you love it? Do you love right now the brand that you've created around you? Do you love the team that you create with? And do you feel like you are on the right path? Because that's what this class is all about. There are 10 products that you can make. What products do you want to create in this brand? Number 1, you can create speaker content, and then you can go out in your industry and network and be an empowering speaker that brings more people to your brand. Number 2 is you can create coaching tracks. If you have mastered your craft or skill and you have mastered business and you want to mentor or coach people, you can create coaching tracks. Number 3 is physical product. Any physical product you can make, manufacture, distribute, including personalized merchandise. And physical products are incredible with any in-person products or any in-person service, because when you have merchandise and people can touch and feel it, they'll buy it quicker than when it's online. Number 4 is creating a workshop or a retreat, which would be 1 to 5 days, and that would be in person. Number 5 would be digital products, ebooks, templates, guides, PDFs, and anything that people can pay for and download while you're sleeping so that you wake up with money in your bank. Number 6 is a video library or online content like a masterclass or a library of content that people can subscribe to or pay to download. Number 7 is create a podcast. A podcast is an incredible audience builder, and it's a way to get thousands of people to put eyes on your brand. Number 8 is create audio files, audio books. That could be music, MP4, because people like to listen. People like to watch, people like to read, and it's great to be able to give these mediums to people. So it doesn't matter what the content is. If people want audio files, they're going to put their ears in and they're going to walk and listen to you, they're going to drive and listen to you, but you are making all of those mediums available as a product. Number 9 is a physical service, hands-on. that you either have people come to you to do or you go out to do it. And number 10 is creating a digital service online that everything can be done online. That's still trading money for time, but it's not face-to-face. You've got 10 options to create products to sell in your personal brand. Switch on the main ones first and then come back and keep replenishing new products and new ways to share content, different mediums, different products, different price points. Watch how they sell, watch how they're consumed, because distribution is a big part of digital products. Remember, when people buy a whole lot of digital content online, they have to watch it. If they don't watch it or consume it, they've bought this content and they're not engaging with it. That is a killer of them buying any more content. That's why you want to make that content easy to understand and easy to engage with and work through, so that they want your next products and your next products. When it comes to products, I want you to make products connected to you. You know, make products for you. Use them with love, share them with love. It's so much easier to sell something you love. And this is overlooked in a lot of personal brands. You think I'm just selling a product, but no. When I sell something that I love, I'm selling with that magnetized heart activation of, I know this product is good. I use it, I love it, I share it. I sell it so simple and easily because it's so valuable to me. I want you to stay focused on making products that light you up. Make a brand that you're in love with. Create products that you're in love with. What makes a product valuable? What makes a brand valuable? Okay, listen to this. When people buy from you, or when people are attracted to your brand, there is a perceived value. They perceive a value around you. There's a functional value maybe. Maybe what you're selling has an aesthetic value. Maybe it has social value. Oh, maybe there's an emotional value to this product. Maybe it has historic or sentimental value. Either way, you're going to hit one of those value points. You know, for some people, it's a collector's item. That's valuable. For others, it solves a problem. You know, it's useful. Maybe it's about the connection. I support this message, that's why I bought it. I support this product, that's why I bought it. I support this brand, that's why I bought it. I support this person. You know, if it has monetary value or it's an investment, then it's going to be valuable. Maybe it's a gift, or maybe what you do is a shared experience. You know, it's valuable if it empowers. It's valuable if it educates. It's valuable if it heals, and it's valuable if it connects us. But you know what? How about valuable is just because I want it. I love it. I desire it. I want to have it, own it, use it, share it. That's what makes something valuable. So take a look at your brand, take a look at your products, and find which of those value words in your homework most apply to you. That's what you do that has value. That's what you create that has value. And when you can see your value, they will feel it. Because when you can feel it, they can feel it. What makes something valuable? I value it. Oh, okay, that sounds so basic and simple. Let me say it again. What makes something valuable? I value it. When you make it and it's valuable to you, everyone will feel that. Okay, here come the scarcity monsters. Whenever you're making product, it's all about the scarcity monsters. You can't price it, right? You can't price yourself in the market until you value it. And you can't sell it until you value it. You can't price you if you don't value you. Because you are pricing your time, your energy, your expertise, your experience, and you can't do that because guess what? You don't value you. You know, number 3, the pillar in personal brand is money, because money is a value metric. And it's weird that I'd put money as number 3, but hear me out. You have to master your money mindset or you will go no further in business. Anyone can make a brand. Okay, anyone can create a website and anyone can create the social media that goes with that. You can even sell a product or try to sell a product, make a product at that point. Those are your first two big steps. But number 3 on my personal brand pillar is money. I love teaching people about money because money truly changes your world. I'm going to simplify money by breaking it down into 3 big areas: your past, your present, and your future. Your past is simply old programming. Welcome to guilt and shame. And you probably inherited your money patterns from either mum or dad. There are 5 levels of money. Which one are you living in? Number 1 is survival mode. That's when you're living month to month with debt and there is intense money pain and intense money stress. Number 2 is that stabilization. It's when you're stabilizing your money, you're paying down your debt, and that is finally in control. There are no savings or security yet, but you are not in the month by month survival. Number 3 is management. Then we start to learn how to manage our money. We start to save an emergency fund, and we start to feel our first sort of security around that emergency fund. It feels like you're not digging a hole in sand. You now start to actually gain some value. Level number 4 is when you're accumulating. Accumulation is savings. It's when you have direction for your money. It's when you're actually starting to set goals for your money, and that makes money come faster because as soon as you give money direction and connection, it starts to accumulate. And number 5 is when you've accumulated money and now you're investing. Your money starts making money. Money begets money. The same way debt begets debt. It just empowers it to make more money. Now, if you're starting a business in survival mode and you're living month to month with a lot of money pain, you will not be able to ask for money because you are living in a place of guilt and shame. You know, if you look at those levels, those 5 levels, ask yourself, which ones did your parents live in? Which one do you currently live in? And to shift your money mindset, you will have to confront some old programming, and that usually means old emotions which are uncomfortable. You know, as grown adults, we are taught not to cry, to compartmentalize feelings, to shut them down. We numb them with drink and drugs and spending and more avoidance. But the most powerful insight you will discover about yourself is your ability to sit with your feelings, to sit in your feelings and just observe them and all the narratives that you've attached to, because feelings are not emotions. They just feel out of control, but really what you're listening to is your true inner voice, the narrative that you wrote, and you repeat it and you can change it. If you are in survival mode, living month to month, you cannot thrive. Your frontal lobe is living in survival. There is no evolution of the mind until you're safe. How can you be when your thoughts are focused only on survival and scarcity? If you're in debt and you are struggling, you are in avoidance. Yes, you are. You have to look at it every day and take that guilt and shame away by confronting the guilt and shame that you carry around this. That's how you smash that debt. You cannot thrive in business in guilt and shame. As soon as you stop avoiding it, it will start to go away. And then you confront the debt, and the guilt and shame means I can't ask for money, and I can't sell, and I can't close, and I can't keep money for myself, and I can't set goals, and I can't stay present. Staying present with your money is how you manifest. It's not about old programming or what you don't have or what you can't have in the future. It's about right now. Present is focus and emotion, what you're focused on and how you feel about it every day. Every day, all manifestation is focus and emotion. Learning to shift and control your focus and process your emotion. This is a daily ritual for me, and I love to teach it. If you focus on debt with a stressful energy, you're going to attract more debt. Fact. If you focus on service with a giving energy, you will attract more clients, but you won't attract more money. If you focus on equal exchange with an abundant energy, you will attract balance and abundance. So to me, learning to attract money was like learning to attract a love partner. Hear me out. If you want to meet the perfect partner for you, write a list of all of their attributes and then become everything on that list. Fall in love with yourself and your goals and your dreams and your day. Fall in love with your friends and your family. Fall in love with your body. Respect and love yourself like you want this future person to, and you will attract someone equal to you. Fall in love with your business and your goals and dreams and your day and your team and your experience and your service and your clients. Respect and love your clients like your business depends on it, because it does, and they will value and respect you, but only when you do. You know, the future with money is I value money, I balance money, I manage money, I ask for more, I have direction for my money, I grow my money, I invest my money, I am so abundant. Let's talk about some money monsters. You know, the money monsters, the little voice inside you when you really break down. You know, I always say to people who are struggling, you don't value money. They always say, yes, I do. And I say, then why don't you have any? If you don't keep money for yourself, you're giving it away to somebody else. Why? To get a feeling. You know, you don't value money. No one will pay for that. That's something I hear all the time when I'm coaching people to price themselves. No one in my town will pay for that. Of course, it's all about the economy. It's never about your value. You know, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Oh, money shame. Somebody's throwing money shame at you. How do you sleep at night? If you feel guilty about that, if you feel guilty about growing an income past your own family, trust me, you're going to get stuck here, and it's a great place to have a look and notice, oh, yeah, I say this to myself. Have you ever heard somebody say around money must be nice? One of my best friends said to me the other day, I can't afford that. And she was talking about all of her friends going to an expensive holiday. And she was like, oh, they were all like at that next level of income. I can't afford that. But I know she can afford that because that would just be some money out of her savings. So I said to her, you actually can afford that. You just choose not to do that. You don't prioritize that. And she just looked at me and I said, why do you constantly say, I can't afford it, I can't do that, I can't afford it, when you can? You just don't prioritize it. You know, you'll start to learn that everything that you think and say about money comes from mum and dad, and once you learn that you can change that, you will change your money world. If you have a problem with selling, you have a value problem, not a money problem. You know, I will say this with the utmost truth. If you don't fix your money energy, you will not succeed in this business. This is no different than learning any other skill in this business. You know, you can learn how to be incredible with money, attract it, manage it, keep it for you. You can change this, you can heal this, you can break generational poverty. I did. You can succeed at this. I am living, breathing proof you can change this. The pillar number 4 is business is an equal exchange of value. This sounds like such a basic concept, and it is truly basic. This is basic commerce. But now we're introducing pricing ourselves and selling ourselves and our products and our services. We are putting ourselves out there with a dollar value on our forehead saying, this is what I'm worth, guys. And if you don't believe you're worth that, no one else will either. That's why what you're attracting is in direct proportion to what you believe about yourself. Oh yes, this is the moment where you're building your brand, where you start to see, I need more self-value. I remember the moment I couldn't sell, I was like, I need more self-value. You know, I created a simple physical structure to manage money in my business. You know, how I manage money, every month I calculate my income and I divide it into 3 bank accounts. So simple, 33%, 34%, 33%. The first portion goes to back to my business so it can be sustainable, so it can grow. The second 33% goes into my tax account and 34% is for me. So I built my business this way right up to $1 million in gross income as a solopreneur. Most businesses fail in the first 5 years because they do not save their tax, because you took cash, you paid yourself, but you didn't learn how to add your value and your margin. Hundreds of people in a room go silent when I speak about this. And it made me realize most people don't know this, or it's been overcomplicated for you and it's just not this simple. Trust me, I thought I was uneducated, but business and basic commerce is actually quite easy. I'm here to teach you how to shift your mindset and to shift your self-value around asking for more. I started my photography business in 2001. My former boss could sell my work for $1,000 to $7,000. I went out on my own and I could not sell my work past $400. Ironically, that was my wage mentality. That's what I was earning every week. So I could only sell what I used to earn. I had to open my mind to $7,000 sales. I had to open my value. It was me blocking the money. This is when I woke up. I started my business and I went to price myself, and I didn't understand margins or cost of doing business or cost of goods sold. Every cent it takes to make this thing or do this work, what it costs to do it. That's what you need to know. When you price yourself, you need to know that inside out, backwards and forwards. Then you add tax, then you add a profit margin. That is yours. You are the profit margin. If there is no margin, you don't get paid. If it costs you money to do this, it's a charity, not a business. If your team are getting paid and you are not keeping anything for you. That's not sustainable. That's the moment I learned I couldn't survive on $400 sales. I couldn't buy product for that. I couldn't pay taxes. And I started charging $1,850, and my income grew to $1 million in 5 years. If pricing yourself scares you, do the math. Do the cost of goods sold, do the cost of doing business, and then deconstruct it. Example, if I do an $1,850 sale, I minus the cost of making, including my time and expertise, and I put that $610, assign it to my business. Then I put $610 into my tax account to save for my taxes, which always overflows at the end of the year, which I can take as earnings. And then I pay myself 34%, which is $629. Once I learned this, I realized that I needed to charge a lot more in order for me to get paid. My first business earned $1 million in gross revenue in year 5. If I do the breakdown, our net profit was about $80,000 from $1 million. I was being paid about $100,000 per year, and I had a business partner and 6 staff. This was a physical space, wages, physical service, and a physical product. This was not sustainable for me, and burnout was inevitable. As a solopreneur, I got my personal income to $1 million annually with 1 part-time personal assistant working from home with digital products, which exponentially increased my income with a profit margin of up to 85%, because that's what digital products do. And I learned how to work smarter and not harder. You know, employees for me now are contracted, and digital services create virtual infrastructure, which means if I'm not working, they're not working, and that's completely okay. I found that contracted employees have a higher work connection and ethic. They work harder, and yes, they get paid more, but they only get paid when you need them. And I think that's why digital products are so powerful, because these are make money while you sleep products. I want to teach you how I went from survival debt to thriving with money, because I learned how to value myself. You know, when you learn your cost of goods sold and your cost of doing business, I never want you to let those two out of your sight. Every year, I want you to reset your numbers, those numbers, and put those margins, make those margins bigger so that you get paid more. And that means bring your cost down. Never let these two out of your sight. They will shift and change and grow, and they will get out of control if you let them. In order to charge for more, to ask for more, to add more value, to give more for more, you have to believe you're worthy of giving more. Giving is a powerful energy, and when it's in authentic alignment with you, it's the most powerful indeed. You become valuable when you start feeling valuable. Okay, not when other people tell you. It's when you feel valuable doing it. It's when you're valuable to others, in service of others, but in equal exchange of value. When you start speaking with value, working with value and connection, this is authenticity and everyone can feel it. When you value what you do, people are magnetized to that energy. Number 5 pillar is service and experience. This is for customer value. Create VIP clients. Create a client for life. You may have a physical service and product or a digital service and product, but either way, your clients are having an experience with you in person or online. The onboarding and maintenance of this client is your priority. And you do this by creating a system that rewards and connects every touch point in your business. A touch point is every point you can connect with that client. Remember when I said make a product you love? Well, this pillar is about creating an experience that you love for your clients, and it's an experience that you want to have every day. I say don't make products for other people, make products for you that you love to share and that you love to use. Create an experience that you love to have every day. Why? Because you're the one doing this, man. You are the one showing up to this platform every day, bringing your energy, restoring, bringing your creative energy. If this doesn't light you up, it's not sustainable. Online or in person, your service and experience is as important as your product and significantly contributes to how you make people feel. And how you make people feel is the connection in your brand. I've created businesses that I wanted to burn down so I could leave them. I felt trapped each time, but I learned I don't need to burn it down. I can literally sell it. My superpower is in the creation phase. In fact, that's what led me to teaching people how to create businesses. That's what I love doing. I get to coach you through this part. So the touch points that you are creating is in your first pitch. It's how you say that 3x3 when you're networking and you get up on that stage, that confidence to talk about your brand. The touch points are in your introduction. If somebody's just introed somebody to your brand, maybe it's a gift voucher. They got a gift voucher and they're coming to you to use it. Maybe your first touch point is social media, or it's through your email systems. Maybe they're on a phone call and they called you straight away, or it's a consultation and education, of your services and products. This could be your booking system. It could be your sales and ordering system. Then there's delivery and distribution. If they've asked for this product, they want to pick it up or have it delivered. You want to follow through. You want to give them customer service. There's meetings, events, presentations, workshops, referrals, affiliates, ambassadors. Every touch point with humans becomes your point of care with these clients. And if you acknowledge all of these touch points, create systems of reward and connection around them so that every time somebody buys from you, orders from you, receives something from you, they feel connected to you. They feel connected and proud of this product and this brand, and they are connected to you with all of these touch points. Any moment you get to speak to a potential client or even a touch point of customer care after they've ordered, it will change your business. Nothing will destroy a new business or a personal brand faster than dropping the ball on your main source of income. You are the person in the brand. So you are the one that has to care about this person. Create systems of care around these touch points. You don't have to be present for all of them, but you do have to create an email or a card or an acknowledgement or a connection or a follow or some part that keeps them connected to you. People are the most incredible networkers. Word of mouth is extraordinary. It is the most extraordinary form of marketing in the world, both in the positive and the negative. Okay, if you do something right, they will talk about you. If you do something wrong, they will go online and talk about you. That's why your brand story is so important. And that's why these touch points are so important. That's how you're making people feel. When you create systems for service and experience, create something they can tell a story about. Then they will tell everyone. You know, if you create an experience, they will tell everyone about this experience. If you make a connection, they will tell everyone. And, you know, treat them with neglect and they will tell everyone. This is one of the most important parts of owning a personal brand. I realized whenever anything went wrong in my personal brand, even if it was one of my team making the mistake, my name is on the door and I'm the one that has to step up and apologize and take responsibility for it. I can never throw a team member under the bus when it's my name on the door. So make sure that you're connecting with all of those touch points. Pillar number 6 is to create systems and processes. This is your functional value in business. If you don't make money when you are not there, you do not have a business, you have a job. Okay, if you break your ankle and you cannot work for 6 weeks, who will bring income into your business? Ooh, this is a big one. Business systems means someone else can run your job and therefore make money when you're not there. We also call this scaling up and out of our business. We create these systems for these reasons. The structure they provide, the momentum of service and money moving through your business, and confidence. What? Yes, you see, marketing is making an offer of value. Selling is when the offer gets to a yes or no response. When you have a booking system, they are making decisions and taking the next step. They are paying a deposit and then taking the next step and the next step. That's momentum. 99% of the time when we create these systems, we feel uncertainty, we feel imposter syndrome, and all the stored guilt and shame of the generations before us comes up. But the confidence comes from these systems. If you make an offer of value and they say, no thanks, I will say, you know where I am if you need me. It was great meeting you. If they say yes, you say you can pay your deposit here and this is the next step, and the system brings momentum. And that's it. That was a no thank you, not right now. It was not a personal rejection. Okay, an offer of value is to bring people to a yes or no. That's selling. If somebody says no, it is not a personal rejection. You know, why do we take it so personally? Because it's my brand, and it's my face, and it's my voice, and it's my energy, and it's my content, and it's my product that you said no to. How can I not take that personal? So when you create systems, you also see where all of your blocks are, your blocks. So just remember, nobody is rejecting you. They might reject your service. Think of another way to connect better. Say thank you, you know where I am. They've heard about your brand. Brand awareness is valuable. Start there. It's not rejection, even though it's a personal brand. This is something that might take you a while. You know, when it comes time to creating these systems, I want you to focus here first. The first systems you will create will be an e-commerce store so that you can sell and receive money into your business. I want you to make it easy for people to spend money with you. You know, you're going to create a booking or onboarding system. This might include consultation and education videos or templates. This will be many connection points, including maybe talking on the phone, preparing them, whatever it takes. Your booking and onboarding system is so important. Then you're going to create a sales system. This is usually contracts that they sign, a deposit is paid, it's a monetary and production system, and it goes right through to the delivery of your product. Then, after you've delivered your product, you will create a referral system. This is to reward your clients, to make clients for life, and it's to celebrate the client that's just finished working with you and asking them to send all of their friends to you. Then you're going to create a system around production and product flow. This is time, quality, right through to distribution, delivery. And this means that you're checking how many products you're making, storing, shipping, however you're moving this product through your business. You're going to create a system around this to keep the momentum of flow. You're going to create a system around taxes, around wages, around managing money into your business. And like I said in pillar number 3, if you have not done the money work, you will go no further. You will create a system around marketing and networking, because that's something that you're going to have to get very, very good at, and that might scare you, but don't worry. A lot of these steps take courage, but once you learn, you don't go back. You will definitely create a system around social media, and all of these systems have so much functional value. Now listen, you can refine these systems every year. You will refine these systems every year. You can buy, subscribe, and learn how to do all of those systems with 1 million different apps, educators, and programs. But I want you to stay focused on this. Does this system allow me to balance my time, restore creatively, increase my income, and can someone else run this system? If the answer is no, you don't need it, okay? It's that simple. Number 7, the pillar in your personal brand is learning how to effectively market yourself. Marketing is an offer of value. Marketing is clarity. My favorite quote, if you can't describe it simply, you don't know it well enough. Einstein. If you have a marketing problem, you have a clarity problem. Oh, and also a value problem, but mostly a clarity problem first, and then add value. See, when you get clarity and you can explain it simply, and then it's done with the authenticity of I am in my heart activation. This is what I love. This is my brand, my product, my experience, and I love all of it. And it has connection. I make this product, this experience. I love it. I hold this space. That is alignment. Under the marketing umbrella is sales, advertising, promotion, publicity, public relations, networking, affiliate sales, business to business, working contracts, product ambassadors, email marketing, campaigns. All of those fall under the marketing umbrella, and all of them now are run by you on social media. So you're about to learn a whole lot. You're about to learn how to network like a boss. You're about to learn how to pitch, how to negotiate deals, how to build relationships, set expectations, manage hidden expectations, set boundaries. You're about to ask for money, receive money in equal exchange, and you are about to put yourself out there. So here's the thing, the secret energy, the vibe, the magnet of your business, it's you, because you are the brand. Do you like your brand right now? You are the voice. Do you like what you say? You are the face. Do you like how you look? You are the purpose. Do you feel that? You are the energy. Do you feel value doing it? And if you don't value it, who will? The monsters that come up around marketing all come up around identity and putting myself out there. I also hear people say over and over again, I just don't know what to say. I hate social media. I'm marketing, but no one is booking. No one is buying. I can't get traction. Social media's fault. The algorithms have changed. They're choking my business. These monsters will have a pity party at every opportunity. Don't believe them. Those are your thoughts and your feelings. Just responding. Don't believe them. Change your path. The number 8 pillar is you. Let me teach you the 7 big pillars of building a personal brand. They are brand, product, money, business, service, systems, and marketing. And as I just explained, this is the structure. The 8th pillar is you. And that brings it back to infinity, because it's always about you. This is the journey. This is the you part. Those are steps to take, and yes, some of them take courage. But when you break them down one by one, they're not so scary. You will learn a lot about yourself building this brand. You will fall, you will scrape a knee, and you will even try and reinvent the wheel, but it will always come back to you. I don't need to empower your future brand. I am here to empower you to step into this spotlight, because you are the brand. If you want more of me, click the link below this video to learn more about this personal brand workshop. I will be live September 10 and 11 for 2 full days, a live broadcast which will be recorded and added to the library followed by 7 weeks of live coaching. If you would like to join me, click the link below and take the next steps. I want to show you how to build a brand that you're absolutely in love with you at the center, in your fullest authenticity and confidence, growing in value, growing in business, and growing financially.